It's a little bit of a grisly day out here in the Highlands, so I'm going to do some much needed little indoor jobs. The garden will certainly be appreciating this. That's quite enough of that. Let's head back inside. Okay, so I'm starting with my cosmos. As you can see, they're about 6 or 7 inches tall now. This one already has a little flower head on it, which, that's my first job, is going to be snipped off. I know that sounds pretty painful, but it will help the plant in the long run. So as well as pinching out the occasional flower that's appearing, I'm going to check the roots. I may be potting them up depending on how well they're doing in the pots. That could be one of the reasons why this one's flowering early, because it's getting a bit root bound and stressed. So let's take one of these over to my little workstation over here. Got the kombucha at the ready, and first things first, let's do the inevitable. Next, let's see if we can check out these roots. I can see that there's some appearing at the bottom. When I knock the pot out, they're not root bound by any means. They've got some lovely little roots growing. So maybe I could just give them a little bit of feed in their next watering. The Cosmos variety that I'm growing this year is called Apricotta. I've grown it for a few years. I really love that mix of the pinky, peachy colour. They look like they're doing pretty well. There's maybe 1 or 2 that are a bit stunted, but I think that may be because they're being shaded out by some of my tomato plants, which are also doing really well. So the next job is to check the tomato plants. I'm going to grab a couple, and again, I'm going to knock them out of their pots and check how the roots are doing. They're just in these little 9 centimetre pots so far. Again, I can see some nice roots coming out the bottom of the pot there. Let me just take this off now. Now I can actually see a lot more roots forming on the tomatoes all the way around the side of the soil. So these tomato plants are growing so strongly and so quickly, I think I am going to pot them up. I'm going to move them up to this size over here. So it's like maybe an inch or 2 bigger pot size, but they grow so quickly that I don't think that's going to be a problem for them. And I've got my perlite and I've got my bag of soil, so I'll give them a well-drained mix, because obviously I'm still watering them by hand. These will go into the soil in my polytunnel at some point, but in the meantime I don't want to accidentally overwater them or anything, so I will still use quite a well-drained mix. I'm glad I didn't plant them out. As you've seen, the weather in the Highlands at this time of year can be quite fickle. I'd rather mollycoddle them indoors for a little bit longer before I let them out into the wild. This plant that I randomly picked up is Honey Delight, but I'm also doing some other varieties as well. I'm doing Sweet Aperitif, which is lovely sweet tomatoes. I'm doing Sputnik, which is a heritage variety from Russia, believe it or not. And another one called Black from Tula, another Russian variety. These were given to me by a German friend who brought me a couple of actual tomatoes that she'd grown herself. And I took the seeds and grew these this year. The theory is that I'm hoping if they do well in Russia, they may do well in the northwest of of Scotland as well. I'm doing another couple of classics as well. Black Moon, which I've noticed has become very popular. I've grown it for a couple of years. It doesn't do super well with me, so I'm only doing a couple of them. Sun Gold, another well-known variety. This is obviously more than I will need, so I'm going to pot up my sort of strongest performers and the varieties that I want. And then I will give away the other seedlings to my local community or friends or anyone who would like some, and then let them know that they need to pot them up pretty much straight away as well. Another little job I'll be doing today as well is popping my courgettes into slightly larger pots, the same size as I just showed you. I'm going to check out their roots as well. Let's see if I can show you those now. Oh, they've got some, probably a bit too dark for you to see. And there you go, I've just popped the whole root ball out of this, these lovely modules. This is a variety called Atina, and those look like they're doing really well. I am going to pot them up. Look at these beauties. Don't you just love courgettes? They're like they're just so much fun to grow with all that crazy growth you get from them in the summer. And then you get to be lovely and generous and give away loads and loads of courgettes as well. While we're in here, let me just also show you my gorgeous 4-year-old chili plant. So I've overwintered this for maybe, I think it is about 4 winters now. And I potted him up earlier this spring and he's just come back to life. And he's absolutely covered in flowers. This is a rocoto type chili. I think it's called rocoto locoto. And then I've also got another one, a lemon drop, which I've also grown for 3 or 4 years. And he's come back, not as happily as the other one, but I can see he's already got some little fruit flowering buds on him as well. Lemon drop is a lovely chili. I would recommend anyone grows it. It's very easy to eat, lemony. Whereas the other one, I find that a little bit too hot for me and just grow it mostly for its ornamental value. My pelargoniums in here are all doing really well as well. Most of them have already started flowering. This one is attar of roses. This one has a lovely red flower. It's called Mrs. Pollock. Look at these beautiful leaves. I've only had this one for a year, so I'm not sure how well it will flower in its second year. This one is just a variety that I got as a cutting from my father, so I'm not sure what it's called. And this one may be Lord Bute. Gorgeous, like two-toned flower on there as well. And like always, I always take cuttings from all of them in the autumn time and grow them over the winter. So I've got little versions of all of them growing away quite happily here as well. Hashtag free plants for the win. Okay, I'm getting distracted now. Let me show you the last job I'll be doing today. I brought some little Alstroemeria plug plants. I love this one. It's called Indian Summer. You've probably seen it in all the catalogues and stuff at the moment. It's very popular. I've already got a few plants in my border, which are maybe about 2 years old now. I thought it'd be nicer in slightly bigger clumps of them. So I've got a few more to go with the already established ones. But I won't be putting these straight into the ground. I'll put them into pots so they're not competing with all these much larger perennials which are shooting out of the ground at this time of the year. So this was a little bit of a treat. It's always nice to buy plants, right? So those are some of the jobs I'll be doing today. What are you guys up to? Like and subscribe to follow how I get on this season. Okay, so on to a bit of work. To pot up my tomatoes, all I'm doing is adding a little bit of soil to the bottom of these big pots. And then I'm just going to place my tomato plant into the pot and then just fill in the gaps with some more soil. Nice and easy, and with very little root disturbance that way. Bury them nice and deep and you'll get extra roots growing from the stem. I buried them all the way up to the first set of leaves that came out. I've just finished. Muddy hands, smiling face, and hopefully some happy plants. My tomatoes all potted up in slightly larger pots, Alstroemeria into pots, and my courgettes have moved up into pots as well. In the end, I decided against potting up my cosmos just now, but I will do them in the next couple of days because they are coming on nicely. I'll pot them into new pots and I'll wait till they're about maybe 12 inches before I pinch them out. Well, thank you very much for joining me again. I hope you're having lots of success with everything that you're growing this year. Even Rumi's decided he's having an indoor day today. Well, thanks once again for joining us in the Alba garden, and let us know in the comments what jobs you're getting on with in the garden just now.